YouTube, hope you guys are doing well. Raj from the UK here, and tonight I'm going to be doing a review on an eau de toilette from a British house called Floris. The fragrance is called Elite, and just before I go into the description, I just thought I'd give you a little bit of information about the company itself. They're a British company founded over 280 years ago. Founded actually in 1730 by a guy from Spain, Juan Feminias Floris. He came to Spain and set up a shop in Jermyn Street, which is in the sort of St James Mayfair area of London. And that shop, which he set up, over 280 years ago, is still going. It's still open. I've been to it, and I've mentioned actually in one of my other videos, I think it was the Check and Speak video, Jermyn Street is a great place to go. If you're a guy and you maybe live in UK or you live in London, or you're a tourist coming into London, definitely head towards Jermyn Street and the surrounding area. You've got great suits being sold there, shirts, men's sort of toiletries, fragrances and shaving products, great food. So definitely head there if you can. The company is actually still being run by the descendants of the Floris family, so definitely a family business. In terms of this fragrance, the one I'm reviewing today is actually a 30 ml. I managed to get that in their sale, which they had on, well, it was a long time ago. They actually do have a summer sale now on, a 50% sale, selling some of their older stock because they have repackaged their bottles. So if you get a chance to go on the Floris website, definitely try and pick up something. You can get a pretty damn good deal, like I did a few months ago. So in terms of full retail price and what's currently available on their website at the moment, a 50 ml bottle will cost you £49 and a 100 ml will cost you £69. Packaging, this is the 30 ml, so it's a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if the light is a little bit dull, but just a simple standard box really. Floris Elite tells you everything that you need to know. On the top you've actually got a couple of royal warrants, just like a few companies actually, like Penhaligon's. So they are royal warrants to the Queen, and they also have a royal warrant to the Prince of Wales. The box actually, I've noticed in a few Floris fragrances, a little bit loose on the top, so be careful when you first open this. You don't want to sort of open it up, and it can easily fall out. Not much to talk about in terms of box. This is the small bottle. This is the old packaging, bear in mind, so just simple stuff going on. Floris around the side here. You've also got Floris down the side of the bottle. I'm not sure if you're gonna pick it up. And the sprayer works. The sprayer works pretty well. For a small bottle, it sprays out quite a lot. And this fragrance is actually quite strong. You don't really want to be spraying too much of this. In terms of notes, there is bergamot, cedar leaf, grapefruit, juniper berry, lemon and petitgrain. In the heart of the fragrance you're getting bay, which I'm presuming is bay leaf. That would kind of make sense to me. Fir balsam, lavender, and in the base you may come across amber, cedarwood, leather, musk, patchouli and vetiver. So what I get from this fragrance, from the initial top notes, is a really strong kind of herbal citrus blend. It's a citrus which is, you can blink and you miss it. It contains grapefruit and lemon, which is noticeable. It's very sort of, it's in there, but it's overtaken by a really strong green herbal note. I was thinking of doing a review of this product a while ago, but I just couldn't quite put the words together until now. And there's something which I've got just from base notes. A couple of reviewers have left a couple of comments in there which are just bang on. And what this fragrance really reminds you of is, and I'm not too familiar with this style to be honest, but in the 80s people talk about powerhouse fragrances, you know, or not just from the 80s, but around that time, when men were wearing, you know, really intensely green, strong scents. And this fragrance in many ways reminds me of Eau Sauvage by Dior, Chanel pour Monsieur, and kind of a little bit of Azzaro pour Homme in there as well. Although I think it's sort of a bit more of a refined version. It's still, in the opening of this fragrance, it still comes across as a little bit harsh, and I can understand why some people might find that a little bit off-putting. It could be just a little bit too much to handle. What I get from it is also a sort of, it's sort of like eucalyptus. I haven't seen eucalyptus in the description, but it really clears up your nose. You know, it's one of those fragrances which really hits you in the first few seconds. But I actually really like it. You know, I think it's a scent or a top note which you can either really like or just not be a fan of it, to be honest. As the fragrance develops, you're going to get, again, something which I haven't read in any reviews, any comments in the notes, but it kind of reminds me of a spicy tea. When I say spicy, I don't mean that spice is the dominating scent here. What I'm really getting is a sort of like a black tea, and a lot of people in India have spiced tea. Not just India actually, a lot of the countries in the Middle East actually. And it reminds me of a cardamom based tea, which is just boiling on the pan, and you're getting a slight aroma wafting around the kitchen of a spicy cardamom note mixed in with tea leaves. That's just what I pick up from this fragrance. It continues with the sort of green note, which is a real dominating scent here. It's not a coincidence that the juice in here is green. They've probably added colour to this, and the box is green as well, so it's kind of, it's a sign from the straight away from the packaging that this is an intensely green, a green woody fragrance, I would say. The fragrance lasts for a very long time. I find that it's best applied and dispersed over the body. Too much in one area is just too much to handle. It lasts me all day. The first few hours are pretty strong. People are going to smell you. You definitely don't want to spray too much of this. I do about 3 or 4. And this is a small bottle. If it was a bigger bottle, I'd probably do maybe 2 or 3, and that would be fine. A fragrance which I think can really be worn all year round, to be honest. In really hot weather, I don't find this works too well, but any other time of the year, I think it works great. As the fragrance develops and you're coming into the base, you're going to get, for me, it's an amalgam of a woody scent, but really what I pick out is a nice vetiver. I've smelled better vetivers, to be honest, but this is quite smooth, nothing exciting, but just rounds off the fragrance nicely. The main attraction of this fragrance is the top and the heart of the fragrance, which you're getting the majority of the time, to be honest. I think this is a really excellent fragrance. I would recommend it. I'm going to give it a rating of 8 out of 10, but I'm going to put a little disclaimer in there that even though you may see this at the moment on the Floris website discounted, I'm not sure about blind buying, because again, that top note can be quite harsh, quite off-putting to some people. You have to like your intensely green fragrances. I just thought I'd put that out there. But I'd recommend this fragrance. I'm actually looking to get into the House of Floris. It's been around for such a long time. I haven't actually only owned this, and I've recently bought Santal. So I want to get into this house a little bit more. So that's my first review on a Floris fragrance. Floris Elite, 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching.